No, I'm not leaving the straight pipes, don't worry. No clickbait here. Here's what I'm thinking for the channel. I'm Jacob, it's really Jacob, that's my Instagram handle, definitely follow me there. I'm from the straight pipes, if you're not familiar with that already, link below to the straight pipes where I review brand new cars. On this channel, I'm gonna do used cars because I actually own a lot of used cars. I love used cars. I even have a E55 AMG Wagon, and I just wanna make content about my own used cars. I feel like I've amassed a pretty decent collection that I'm quite proud of. No, sorry, it's not Hoovie's garage level, but maybe I'll get there one day. But honestly, I really like old, as I call them, shit boxes, but they're not shit boxes. At least I've kind of turned them into not shit boxes. And I actually even keep pretty good records of all my cars. So I feel like on this channel, I'm gonna explore how much it costs me to maintain these cars, because I've got binders for every single car. There's the SL500, there's the E55 AMG, the C6 Z06, my Ford Raptor. That one's a little thick. And what do we have back here? My 1987 Ford Mustang. So I'm also just gonna sit and talk and just walk around in my garage because I also love doing that. This is, I'm very grateful to have this space, thankful to everyone who's watched everything on the straight pipes, because I'm able to have this garage, which I have not ever had a place to put all my cars in one spot in my life. I've usually just had driveways and no garages that I've lived with. So I really appreciate what I have, and I do want to share that with everyone because not everyone gets the opportunity to have stuff like this. So I'm very, very grateful. And this is a triple car garage, but this is now the winter where I have shimmied all the cars over and kind of made this into a quadruple car garage. So everything can't leave the garage because the cars are not lined up with the doors. So nothing moves until the spring, except the Raptor. So the Raptor I can get in and out no problem. Super convenient. Speaking of the Raptor, maybe I should probably put these things away so I don't have to keep walking around with these in my hand. Raptor is running perfectly fine, except I haven't had a chance to really drive it much because I drive my E55 AMG Wagon so much that I didn't put it on a booster and it didn't want to start this morning. So then I had to boost it, which is fine because I have the anti-gravity booster pack, and it did barely jump it. So now it's on a battery tender, hence why the hood is not fully closed. This thing is my son's toy, which is amazing. This thing is also fully electric. Sorry, it's not a gas car, but my son loves driving this Lamborghini Aventador, and it does work pretty sick. I don't know if you guys want a full tour of this thing. This is the kind of content you can expect. Heck yeah. And then if you're not familiar, this is my dog Rex. I've had Rex for, what's that? How old are you, buddy? I think you're turning 7, or you just turned 7? I've had him since he was 8 weeks old. He's a good boy. SL500. This thing needs a little bit of repair work. Not much. I can get into a full detail video, but right now it just needs the steering gear replaced again because it was already replaced once, but now that part needs to be warrantied. The Corvette also needs one little part. It is so ridiculous that it keeps breaking. It's the alternator, but it's not the actual alternator this time. It's the pulley on the alternator, which again, I can get into a detailed video because of how many times we've had to replace this alternator. Other than that, the car's been basically perfect, except one other thing that I had to replace. Again, this is why I wanted to make this channel, because I haven't had time to kind of get into the little nitty gritty of all the replacements I've had to do. This thing, perfect. Not a single problem, starts every time. I love it, it's amazing. Which is why I'm potentially thinking about breaking it, maybe turboing it, nitrous and supercharger, because I have too much time on my hands. It's winter, that's what we do in Canada. We just think of ways to destroy our car in the spring and keep rebuilding it. But one thing that I do really, really want to do, that I probably will actually do, is change the wheels. A lot of the videos on this channel will be in this garage, but I will be taking you guys along the ride with me, literally, because I'm gonna be driving some of these cars. Foxbody, I've taken to the drag strip multiple times, which has been super fun. I'll probably continue doing that. Z06, I've taken to the drag strip and the road course. SL500, I have not, and I don't really plan on doing that, but little cruises here and there, which is super fun with the top down. And the Raptor, I have actually taken drag racing for some reason, because that's what we do on the straight pipes, but that's a different channel. I will also be documenting some of the maintenance and things like that. I do like to get my hands a little bit dirty, oil changes and things like that on the Raptor. I've got these things on a bit of a maintenance schedule, at least in my head. I should probably write it down, where certain cars get serviced in the spring and in the fall, because there's a lot of cars and I'm just doing this all myself. I don't have a Jay Leno mechanic type thing. So yeah, I still like to get my hands dirty and make sure I can do things. I can't really pull an engine. I have helped friends pull engines. I've done timing belts and stuff with my dad. I've also changed brakes and fluids and all that kind of stuff. So I will be doing some of that stuff just to keep my mental abilities nice and sharp. But for the most part, I'll be taking you guys along to the shops that I go to so you can meet some of the people that work on my cars. But I'm not gonna get into the nitty-gritty of what every single car needs and why everything's broken, because that's why I created this channel, because I have time to talk about every individual car and do whatever I want, which is pretty sick. I do still like new cars. We're still gonna drive those on the straight pipes. That's not gonna stop. I plan on never stopping that ever for the rest of my life, and Yuri doesn't either, so we're gonna have fun with that. But you know, electric cars are coming around. I'm not the biggest fan, I'll be honest. And I really like V8s, if that wasn't already painfully obvious from the cars that I own. So expect more V8 content. Maybe I'll get some of my other friends with some cool cars on here, but mostly my cars. And it may give me an excuse to buy new cars and maybe even non-car related stuff. Like, I don't know, maybe I'll take you guys to the gym. Who knows? But mostly car stuff, that's for sure. And specifically used car stuff. I'm not gonna do any new car content. That's what the Straight Pipes is for. So at this point, I feel like I'm rambling. Thank you guys for subscribing if you bothered subscribing. I started today with 100 subscribers. So let me know what I'm at the end of the day. And I wanna hear from you guys in the comments what you want to see from the channel. Is it a specific Raptor update? What's broken on this? How much this one has cost? What's broken on this? How much this one's cost? How is it to drive? Because this is my only convertible. Yes, if you're not familiar with the SL500, it is a convertible. This hardtop does come off. It does need 2 people to take it off, which is a bit of a pain. Corvette, Foxbody, whatever you guys want, let me know in the comments below. And thank you for supporting my new channel.